a sense of freedom, a sense of elegant sophistication, a sense of happiness. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician. My name is Gabby and I talk about perfumes here on my channel. So if you like a touch of the vintage with a bit of modern twist, and you like something that's a little bit more unconventional, and you've switched on to something that isn't the same like others. I am a perfume enthusiast. This is what I'm about. If that's you, then keep on watching. So in today's video, I am doing one of my favourite video types. It is a perfume. Is it a review? No. It is a perfume passion, which I talk about one specific fragrance, and today it's from the house of Francesca Bianchi. Now, Francesca Bianchi is a niche or an indie brand, however you want to categorize it. She lives in the Netherlands, but some of her work is also based in Italy. I love Italy very much. I have lived in Rome for a short while as well, many years ago, and so for me, I love Francesca Bianchi as a brand. I think she is very different. She is a brand that you would not particularly blind buy from. She herself is quite an enigma, but is also a very open and what you see is what you get type of person. And her fragrances reflect her character, reflect a part of her, reflect a part of her persona. That is what I adore. In her repertoire of fragrances, I think she may have 11 or 12. And I think, well, I know there is another upcoming perfume which sounds right up my street, however, which is being launched later this week. Watch this space, I shall say. However, today it's all about her latest release, which really hasn't had a lot of attention. That's good in my eyes, because as you know, I source perfumes, I source fragrances that aren't particularly those hyped up ones, those ones that are always talked about by many YouTubers here on YouTube and many blogs on the internet as well. No, today's perfume we are talking about Libertine Neroli. Here, just pop that up to the camera there. This is a 30ml perfume extract. Now, when I sampled this, I liked it, but I bought it with my last, well, I bought it with Lost in Heaven. I sampled it when I bought Lost in Heaven, which is one of my favourite fragrances from Francesca Bianchi. However, I sampled this, and I also sampled Tiger. Now, I know that gets some love, that gets some hate, and that gets some meh. I really do like Tiger. However, that was going to be my next purchase. But when I sampled this, I liked it, and then it was a bit of an addiction. I wanted to smell more, and I'm going to spray a little bit on my hand. The spray on it is magnificent with all Francesca Bianchi perfumes. This opens up with this brightness. This opens up with this brightness of bergamot and petitgrain. But the accords in this fragrance that Francesca has managed to blend is centered on the neroli note, but used in this chypre floral realm. Now, a traditional chypre floral has bergamot, it has oakmoss, has galbanum, it has some greenness, it has this mossiness and this fruitiness to it. Well, this zestiness from the bergamot. However, instead of the galbanum, instead of the patchouli, although there is oak moss in this, it's centered around the neroli. Now, neroli comes from the orange blossom tree. It's an essential oil. I know in skincare, I use it a lot because I use Decleor skincare, and neroli is very good at calming down an inflamed skin, but it's also very good at hydrating the skin. So this opens up with this almost lemony bergamot sherbety feeling, which I really, really love. Francesca wanted to recreate that Italian social life, that past social life of la dolce vita, if you will, but make it more modern. She manages to recreate something from a bygone era and put it together to make it more modern, and is such a beautiful chypre floral with a modern twist. There is leather and there is this animalic accord attached to it as well. It's nothing like Sex and the Sea neroli. I think it veers towards just a nod to Eden by Cacharel. Just a nod. I get a bit of a nod there, but it's not in that vibe. It has benzoin in there, which gives it a little bit of warmth and sweetness, combined with the oak moss in a traditional chypre, combined with the bergamot, the Tunisian neroli, leather. There's always a touch of leather in there to give it some backbone, to give it some There's also geranium and iris. Now, I don't really get any iris in there, but I do get some geranium. Geranium has this, it's a flower, but it veers ever so slightly rose-like, completely unisex. Geranium in perfumery can be conceived as a unisex note. It is extremely sophisticated and vintage, I will say that. It isn't for everybody. It has amazing longevity, like they all do, and amazing sillage. I wore this to work once, and one of my co-workers said to me, all I can smell is your perfume. Beautiful as it is, it smells beautiful. And I did not spray a lot. Literally 2 sprays is all I used. It fills the air. Now, this name, Libertine, it can conjure up, it can convey somebody who is a person of immoral qualities, a lady of the night, somebody who is promiscuous, but it also conveys to this sense of freedom. You be the libertine wearing this. To me, when I wear it, I feel that I can conquer the world. Everybody says nowadays, oh, you do you, you do you. But you don't want to offend people. You want to be comfortable with yourself. You want to be comfortable with others. You want to read the room. And you want to be aware of people. So many people nowadays aren't aware of other people's needs. And we live in this culture where we are taught to be aware of other people's needs. Well, this to me, it's just a perfume to some. To me, it conveys to me this feeling of, when I wear this, that I feel comfortable in my space, I feel comfortable around people, and I feel comfortable that I can open up to people. And it's amazing what a perfume smell can do. So much so, when I sampled it, I used it up, I literally broke the little vial to get the tiny last drop out of it, and then went on and reordered it, because when I wore it, it just made me feel that person that if somebody is going to knock me down, I am going to come back at them wearing this, saying, hey, you can't knock me down. Hey, I'm a trans woman, and hey, I'm a woman. I am a woman. I'm more than just a trans woman. And I know I don't want to get political, and I hate getting political, and I won't be, but I am more than just a trans woman. I am Gabby. I am me. I haven't come this far not to have come this far. I have been in positions where I've been terminated from work. I have been in positions where I have been beaten up and in hospital. I've been in positions where I've been in so many precarious situations that now, as I'm older and approaching 50 this year, I'm bloody proud of who I am. And this fragrance makes me feel proud of who I am. It gives me so much strength and so much. It gives me an aura of strength around me, and it's more than just a chypre floral fragrance to me. It has all of those notes of oak moss and Tunisian neroli and leather and benzoin, geranium, bergamot. But it's more than that. It's a little bottle of magical happiness that pushes me to fight injustices in the world today. And the world today can be such a happy place. Happiness starts with you. Happiness starts where you are right now, not somewhere else. And to me, this perfume evokes that and so much more. So on that note, as Queen Elizabeth actually once said, let's not take ourselves too seriously. It's not us really that has a monopoly on wisdom. And she's so right. Learn from others. Your opinion matters, but so does somebody else's. You may be right, you may be wrong. Stand up for what you believe in. Be true, be proud, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.